Alright guys, next lesson we're going to cover some of the basics of what you're going to need in equipment to just get started. Now, all of these things are going to be covered in much greater detail very soon, but if you're just ready to go, you want to get started and it's just time to jump in, you can do that. I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what you'll need to just get started, okay? And also, you're going to start looking at investing in these things very soon because, you just want to be prepared for all the work that you're going to have in the near future. So we're going to take a look at this and we're going to take it one by one. So first off, obviously you need a pressure washer. I've said it several times. You're going to want to have a 4 gallon a minute, 4,000 psi pressure washer. Anything greater, you need a special tank to keep up with the water flow. Anything lesser, and you're not getting through jobs fast enough. You're going to be hours on these jobs. It's going to waste your time. Now, greater power means faster through jobs, but you will get up into that if you do my course. You'll advance into that, let's say. So you're going to want all the nozzles. Now, these usually come with the pressure washer, but obviously you want these and you have to have some spares. So again, these are the basics, and you're mostly going to use these two. This is more for cleaning. This is for rinsing, actually. This will rinse. And then these two are more for destruction or demolition purposes. You don't really touch those very much, but you definitely need your different nozzles. And then having extension wands is very helpful for certain jobs. Like if you can't reach everything, it's going to be a pain. You will be able to use an XJet and a soft wash system together to reach hard places higher up, but it's always a good idea to have a few extension wands in your arsenal. You are going to want to have a surface cleaner. Surface cleaners just make cleaning anything on the ground much, much faster. And they're just helpful for cleaning flat surfaces like driveways, sidewalks, entrance ways. If you're cleaning a commercial area, you're going to have these in your arsenal. And if you do both soft wash and water pressure, this is about what you're looking at. That's how good it should look. And, they can clean all kinds of ground surfaces. You're going to start looking now. Where are you going to be doing pressure washing? If it's closer to a big city, you'll get bigger jobs. But where are you going to start promoting to? Just start thinking with that already. And yeah, and then you're going to start thinking about doing some promotional materials as far as door hangers. I will teach you how to do door hangers soon, but you do need to get business cards. That's one of the first things you need to do. Um, you can start thinking about advertising material, but there is a right way to do it. It's not quite like this, but I will show you. But definitely, now that you have your logo and you know your name, you need to get your business cards pronto. You will have to have protective gear. Um, Having rubber boots is very helpful. If you're going to do roof cleaning, you need a special type of rubber boots called Bullfrog 2s. You can get them off Amazon. And we're going to cover that once we get to roofs. But if you're just starting out, make sure you have goggles. If you're going to be outside where it's relatively cold, make sure you have some rain gear as well. You can wear earmuffs, but I don't always use them just because I'm working in Florida and it's a lot of stuff. But definitely make sure you have gloves, boots, and goggles. Absolutely essential. And you do want to have some cones. That tells people that you're working. It makes it safer for you and for them. And then as far as cleaning materials, all you really need is this. You're going to need chlorine, and you get this at pool supplied areas. We're going to cover exactly how to get it easily, But if you're jumping in, you need some of this stuff, and you can just use a pump sprayer. But you're going to see how quickly it can clean, and it has to be used right. So if you're going to use it, jump ahead on the lesson on how to use chlorine, because you don't want to damage any exteriors or take paint off or some such. You want to look at getting an invoice system. There's a good way to do that. It's called Markate. We're going to get into that later. But for now, you want to have a very simple invoice system. You can get them on your phone. There's several apps that you can use that are relatively inexpensive. You pay a monthly fee. But definitely get your invoices in. Start doing your quotes. Get people. This is a kind of like a grounding of how much you should be charging. On the top there, it's actually housing is like 300 to 700. Depends on your area, how competitive it is, and if there is an off season, you charge more. If it's very competitive, you charge less. You're going to want to get your licensing in for your area. Check if you need one. If you don't, jump in. And you might start thinking about getting a trailer. Start thinking with the idea of how much it's going to be, and that it's going to be hauling all of your equipment, because if you're going to haul a chemical tank or even any type of chlorine in your car, it's going to wear your car out pretty fast. So think with that. You got to get a trailer and something that can haul it. Okay? So that's the quick start guide, but we're going to go into great detail on all these points one by one coming up very soon. All right, so that's it for this lesson, and we'll go on to the next.